podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
I'm gonna go through this, man. It's like this, man. Have you ever taken those pills, the laxative pills? You know, the ones you take, you pop, and you wait for 20 minutes, you go to the toilet, and they go through you? Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go through this, man.
It's a bit of a weird analogy.
Everybody knew exactly what I was talking about.
Suave.
Sky's the limit, baby.
BoxingVoice.com.
We don't fight for rings and stuff like that. I don't fear anyone.
En este deporte no se viene a jugar y no le tengo miedo a nadie.
We don't come to play in this sport. I fear no one in this sport.
Does that mean that you will fight Triple G later this year?
Como lo dije en la pelea pasada, ahorita mismo me vuelvo a poner los guantes.
As I said in the last fight, right now I'll put on the gloves again.
¡Viva México!
Canelo wants to unify all the titles.
When did you realize, Andy, that you could take his power?
Because of the Mexican warrior that I am, I got that Mexican blood in me. So, talking about the Mexican style, I just proved it.
BoxingVoice.com.
Ain't no other sight in the game can see the Boxing Voice.
Good morning, TBV, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. It is our morning show. Today is Wednesday morning, 9 a.m. on the East Coast, 8 a.m. Central, 6 a.m. West Coast, 2 p.m. UK Stand Up. UK boxing news in full effect this morning as Eddie Hearn took to his social media and let us know, due to illness, Joesph Parker is out of the Dereck Chisora fight. That fight was scheduled to take place on October 26th, and, you know, we were really looking forward to it. Now, there is said to be an announcement about a future replacement. He says it will be a suitable one. We'll give you all the details as far as who's already raising their hands trying to get this Dereck Chisora shot. So we're going to go ahead and open up these phone lines. You know the number to call in, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 time to voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. Don't forget to add Nestor Gibbs on Skype to be part of the conversation. Heading on out to Indiana's own Gross the Boss.
DiBiase Production.
I speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it.
BoxingVoice.com.
So when I stop him, y'all gonna say he was too weak. Oh my mic. He stayed out for 47.
A man stand up for what he believes in, and when you stand up for what you believe in, you accept whatever consequences come behind it.
BoxingVoice.com.
Yo. Good morning to everybody out there in the TBV universe. Back with another one, man. And yeah, I'm disappointed this morning. I woke up this morning last night and I seen the news. I was like, man, it's 4 weeks out. What is going on? When he can't get healthy in 4 weeks? But then they say it was a spider bite. So yeah, Joesph Parker's out. Dereck Chisora looking for an opponent, and we'll break it down and talk about it. What's going on, Ness?
What's up, champ, man? So, first things first, the Dazn fighter that always raised his hand. He's ready, willing, and able to take this late minutes replacement. He's taken on late minute replacements before and hasn't failed and put up a good showing. Can you guess who that is?
The Zone fighter, Joey DeWalker.
Oh, I thought you actually knew. No, it's your boy, Michael Hunter. He already put the emoji of the speaker, the phone. He added Eddie like, call me. I'm a suitable replacement. Maybe he's
I thought he was in the works.
He is. He's supposed to fight Sergey Kuzman, but maybe he's looking at it like, fuck Kuzman. I don't know Kuzman.
Povetkin. He already fought Kuzman.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah. He's just getting ready for Povetkin in Saudi. But he's looking at it like, yo, I need them checks. I could do it in October 26th and do it again in December 7th. Who gives a fuck? Yo, he gangster like that, but I'm liking it. Listen, I'd rather a dude that think he could win than a dude that's just there for a check. And Hunter thinks he can win. With his height, his reach, his boxing ability, I think he can make this a very marketable win for himself, or marquee win, should I say. Chisora, while he has some losses in the division, he continues to remain relevant. You know, just doing the research for this show, I'm like, damn, Old boy is the A side, Joesph Parker's the B side, and Joesph was the former world champion. So Chisora's doing this thing. Shout out to David Hay, brought him back. And yeah, I think Hunter is a good replacement when we're not thinking outside of the box that is the zone.
Yeah, looking at Hunter, man, he's definitely a good placement. Probably will give Dereck Chisora some problems if he was the replacement. He's a good boxer. He moves, and we've seen in the Adjecare Bill fight, if you can box and move, then you can have a damn good chance of beating Dereck Chisora. But I like the fact that he raised his hand, even though that he has a rumor fight with Povetkin on the AJ card. 5 weeks, and you're going in a fight with Dereck Chisora. We know he's rough. We know he's rugged. Could be a cut. Could be an elbow. Could be anything. So, I mean, I like the fight, but I think for Michael Hunter, the Povetkin might do a little bit more to your resume than Dereck Chisora.
Mike, don't you got his number? Because I honestly don't think that he is trying to not fight the Chisora fight. I think he's still trying to get both. I think he's trying to slide in with Chisora, who honestly, if I'm Hunter or I'm Hunter's peoples, you're a young Olympian. Chisora is old. You should absolutely be able to get in there with Chisora if you are what they say you are, and then still take the fight with Povetkin. Now, listen, maybe he's looking at it like this. We'll deal with Chisora and see how we feel, and if we could get on that Povetkin AJ card, with Andy, we will. But first things first, we could get this Dereck Chisora main event money. Main event money, right? Because who's the main event? Is it Prograis Taylor or is it Chisora, Joesph Parker? Have they figured that out? Or now is Parker out? Is it really just Prograis Taylor?
I was under the impression it was Prograis Taylor because of the unification bout, but who knows? It could fuck around and be the heavyweights. But with Parker pulling out, I think that ship is sailed. But if you're a Hunter, man, you gotta look at it like, do I want to go out there and risk fighting Dereck Chisora? We all know this motherfucker's rough. We all know that when his mind right, when his body right, and when he motivated, we seen in the second Dylan White fight, he'll come out and steal some rounds and shit. Had a fight pretty much sealed until he got knocked out. But besides that, I mean, that's a tough fight, bro. Like Dereck Chisora just not no run of the mill heavyweight. I mean, he been around. He has experience. And if you're Michael Hunter, do you really want to jeopardize that by fighting him and not being on the biggest card of the year? I'm just saying, just in case like a cut happened, an injury happened, you won't be on the biggest card of the year on the AJ and Ruiz rematch.
But honestly, Mike, like who's got more wear and tear? Who's the easier fight? Like if your team Hunter, Povetkin still trains hard. I mean, Chisora's the one that you got to convince to train. Chisora's the one that got to. First of all, he got rid of David Caldwell that quick. So the best he looked was his Chisora White 2, and that was Caldwell that got him in that shape with David Hay, and he already got rid of Caldwell. So like, the question's always been about Chisora, the shape that he comes in. I don't think that is an issue with Povetkin. We know Povetkin's going to come. I mean, he does get that whole 4-round fighter shit, but he comes in shape. And he has elite level knockouts, right? He has more elite level knockouts than Chisora. I think he's done more than Chisora in terms of accolades. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's an easy fight. What I'm saying, it can be done if you're a young, up-and-coming heavyweight. But obviously, before you answer, let me go ahead and get our other co-hosts in New Jersey.
I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Lynx is a conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody like me. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. Get up, you son of a bitch.
Cheers. Good morning, everyone. It's Alex Doomsday Linus joining in with the fellas. About to tell ya, ain't it funny that my man's last name is Parker and he got bit by a spider? I hope you get better, Joesph. But
Oh shit, that is fucking true.
it's
Yo,
like
the heavyweight Spider-Man. What the fuck?
had me, that was a funny thing that I just thought about when I got the article on the pre-pro. I was just like, wow, man, a freaking spider got this man, and it's just like that, folks. Boxing is crazy. Life is crazy. Um, I really think that he was really wanting to get in Chisora's jaw. You know what I'm saying? After all the crap that Chisora put him through on the face-offs, on the sit-downs, and everything, Parker was never really much of a talker. So I'm pretty sure he's upset that he's not going to be able to make it on time. But things happen, and I hope he gets better, and maybe we get him on that AJ undercard, right?
Yeah, I mean, he could possibly get shifted to that if he's well. But let me give a little bit of facts to those that don't know. Joesph Parker is out of his scheduled fight with Dereck Chisora because of an illness believed.
First of all, from his career, from when he won the world title.
What is that?
He was giving it to him.
I have no idea.
With some bombs, and when it's time to step up.
Is that me?
I think so, bro.
It was me. What the fuck? The article had a hidden video in that bitch. What the hell? I'm trying to read the article.
Man, Shannon Briggs on it. Shannon said he'll take the fight.
Man, come on, bro. Shannon like 50-something years old, and he's not a 50, B-hop years old. That's the thing, man. So, and you know what? I promise you, when you put that in the pre-pro yesterday, I thought about maybe them doing it because Shannon's been tied to the KSI, and they like, fuck it. He's been asking for a little job, and, all right, this late-minute replacement. They already sold the tickets because this is an October 26th fight. They already sold the tickets basically with that press conference. So, Shannon could definitely slide in and pull it off. But I don't think it's right. Pull it off as in get the fight.
Oh, okay. I'm like, damn, you think Shannon gonna beat?
But I hope that he doesn't, He hasn't had a fight in like 5 years or some shit like that,
Who hasn't?
Shannon the Cannon.
But let me get to some of these facts. So he's out, and they're on the hunt for a new opponent for October 26th after New Zealand's Joesph Parker was forced to withdraw from the show at the O2 Arena in London, England. And I quote, "Due to illness, Joesph Parker is out of the Dereck Chisora fight October 26th. Chisora's promoter announced via social media on Tuesday, we are working for a suitable replacement and will make a further announcement this week." Now, they are saying it is a spider bite. So, damn, spider bites do that? You guys ever been bit by a spider like that? That is silent?
Hell yeah. Yeah, spider bite, man. Depending on what kind of spider it is, it can give you a fever. It can knock down your immune system. Shit, some spiders will bite you, eat your flesh. It depends where he was training. I mean, he was in Nevada, right? Las Vegas?
Yeah. So his promoter says, and I quote, "The theory is that it was a spider bite," Higgins told Stuff on Wednesday. "Boxing is a bizarre world, but I know for a fact that Joesph is not well. He has been ordered to rest for 3 weeks, so he can't make October 26th, unfortunately." Joesph Parker has been battling a health issue at his Vegas training camp ahead of his October 26th fight. Following detailed medical assessment, doctors have confirmed that Joesph is not physically able to train or fight until medical clearance is given. The statement said, and I quote, "The fight against Dereck Chisora continues to be one that Joesph Parker and his team want. Once medical clearance is given, Team Parker wants to have the fight promptly rescheduled." So Joe is keen to get back in as soon as possible. Hopefully we will have some good news soon. So, I don't know. That's about that. So we spoke about Michael Hunter. He came out on social media. He quote tweeted Eddie Hearn, and Eddie Hearn, tweet about Parker being out. He said, "Look, I could step in." Now, he was rumored to fight Povetkin, but that wasn't until December 7th. What do you think about him stepping in right now for the October 26th card? He's got 24 days.
Didn't he just finish a fight recently?
He just fought Sergey Kuzman.
Yeah, Sergey Kuzma, and that was a 12 rounder. It was a tough fight. What's the turnaround on that, man? That's pretty quick.
I mean, wouldn't it be like Andy Ruiz, except Andy got a stoppage?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If he would have got the same pattern as Ruiz with the stoppage, it would have been good to go in my book. But like, he was in like a little war with Kuzman.
A war?
I ain't.
Yeah, he got punched. He went through the whole 12 rounds, and let me tell you something. You might have not saw nothing, Mike. Michael Hunter never got hit. But let me tell you what 12-round fight of accumulation of punches will do to a body. Right? And it takes time to recover, but hey, if the man probably dipped himself straight into an ice bath right after the fight. I don't know. It is a quick turnaround given that he had a 12-round fight though. And that's just real quick going up back to Joesph Parker. They got three types.
I just gotta interrupt you guys because every so often I like to verbally massacre and murder listeners, especially cocky listeners that super chat and want to be boomerangers. So I'm gonna take CYP's head off. Hopefully he doesn't try to grasp at strings or walk around with a severed head trying to talk through his boomerang. And I quote from the WBC and boxing scene, in case of Spence, who took over the WBC welterweight belt on Saturday by dethroning Sean Porter at the Staples Center in Los Angeles, California. The sanctioning body said they will wait until their upcoming annual convention to decide what to do since Yordani Urgas is the mandatory, not Danny Garcia. Not Danny Garcia. But a former champion in Danny Garcia who held the WBC belt is lined up to face Spence. But the mandatory, a big mistake, CYP continues saying that he's going to be called as the mandatory. So what they're going to do, overlook the current mandatory in Urgas? But this is just facts. This is just, boxing scene.
There's already a mandatory, huh?
Oh, yeah, the mandatory is Urgas. It hasn't been called, but he is the mandatory, not Danny. Danny can't jump him just because he got some sort of interim.
How are you the mandatory, but you ain't been called?
Well, because you don't have a date. Just like, I don't know, Dillian White is the mandatory, but it doesn't get called till May, remember? It's no different.
But they made an announcement for Dillian White, like, hey, if he wins, he's the mandatory and all that. They do the same for Ugas?
That's what they're saying here. They're saying that the sanctioning body said that they will wait until their upcoming annual convention to decide what to do since Yordani Urgas is the mandatory challenger. So he's been the challenger before the fight. That's all. You just wanted to sever someone's head before that. We could, go back to Hunter.
Yeah, I was just, being a little comical. But there's 3 spiders that can really do some damage to you out in Vegas. They got the brown recluse, the black widow, and I think they got a camel spider or whatever they got over there.
Damn.
But
those are spiders specific to Vegas?
Yeah.
That are deadly.
They can be. They can be. So I guess it's not too far fetched that him running up in those hills and he cross training in those mountains or something. Something might have bit him. So damn.
Yo, so from the super chat we got Joseph Rodriguez. Big Super Mac says, give Shannon Briggs the fight. Another Mike fan here. They Briggs boys.
They all about let's go, champ.
Yeah, well, let's open up these phone lines, man. This was just a report.
Y'all know Shannon and Cannon gonna have that shit lit. Let's go, champ.
Bro, you know what's crazy? He would do huge numbers with Shannon.
Man, he would. Shannon might die though, but he'll do big numbers.
He'll do huge. Hey, he'll go out of the shield, but Shannon will do huge numbers, man.
And he got a big fan base over in England.
He like a KSI now. Only he the real deal. He a real fighter.
Killed, man. Y'all trying
he
to
said
get
like a KSI now.
Y'all trying to get that man killed, man. He's somebody's grandfather, man.
Yo, but he
got swag.
Yo, he take you out in the first 4. It's over.
Call us.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
Now, CYP, don't eat up all your time talking about Danny and them.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
Going out to the new Boomerang in LA, CYP. Good morning.
Welcome on. CYP is here. And you know it sounded tight and hate and tight because I am the motherfucking man. But this is what we going to do, man. If you look back in March 2019, Prograis versus Porter was a WBC mandatory fight. It was a mandatory fight. If you believe that he is actually next because Boxing King said so, less than a year later, he got called the mandatory less than 8 months later when he already had his shot. If you believe that, that's fine with me.
No, the president
that's why I told
said
you.
that.
Let's wait and see.
Not boxing scene. Not boxing scene. Mauricio Suleiman said that.
Listen to me. Listen to me. I had a bet with you. The bet was the CYP hat. You wear it on your show. If the fight versus Danny Garcia does not solidify the mandatory, then you win. $200 to you. If you lose, hat to me. We are going to wait it out because Mauricio is not an idiot. What he says is true. He said it was pending. He never gave the name in August. But now you're saying before the convention between August and October, which isn't that far, August he didn't have a name. Now you think he does have a name. But if you believe that, that's fine with me. I'm still willing to put my money where my mouth is because I'm the fucking king. If it doesn't solidify it, you win. He just fought for the mandatory in March, my guy. Look up the fight. One of y'all type it in. Look up Danny Porter. Look up Porter versus Ugas and tell me if that was not a mandatory fight. And then ask yourself, a motherfucker is too mandatory? Go ahead.
A minute 30 and the man did not talk about poor Joesph Parker and Dereck Chisora grasping at straws. But let me go ahead and screen share here, you know, what we got going on with the boxing scene article. That is only quoting ESPN Deportes, Mike. You know, ESPN is even a more recognizable source. Like, that's a more reliable source. Boxing scene is only doing what we do. They see the news.
I just got some confirmation that Prograis is the mandatory. You know what I'm saying? I went back and read the article. Then somebody just texted me who was watching the show. Said, yeah, Ness is right. Prograis is the mandatory.
Nah, man, CYP's right because this quote right here that says quotation marks and it says WBC President Mauricio Suleiman told the ESPN that shit is a lie right there, man. Come on, bro.
Yeah. It's when they actually quote it. When you quote them, you could take it, but that's a little shaky right there.
Yeah, no, that's a lie. Boxing scene quoted ESPN Deportes. ESPN's not a.
But let me ask y'all a question, man. Y'all don't have a problem with that?
With what?
Ugas beating Figueroa and that makes him the mandatory now?
I mean, Figueroa was undefeated. He had the win, knockout over Robert Guerrero, which was already putting him in the welterweight division. It wasn't like it was his first fight at there. But I have a problem with it. But I'm going to tell you this is consistent with the WBC. We're going to be doing another show in a few minutes on David Benavidez and Callum Smith. And, I mean, Yeardom, man, just stick around for that, bro. Believe me, it's crazy. We going out to what looks like KO. Talk to me.
KOD. What up, big
Yo. What's going on?
What up, UK? Stand up.
Yeah, listen, yeah. I don't know who Chisora is going to fight that's going to make that pay-per-view worthy, though. I don't think Hunter is a big name in the UK like that. Probably a big name becoming a name in the States. But in the UK, he's not that much of a big name. So I don't think he'll be able to sell the pay-per-view. I think in order to sell that pay-per-view, they probably need a UK fighter. But I can't really think of anyone. Maybe David Price, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. Quick question for you guys, though, just on a separate subject. So, if, say, for example, Spence decides to send a contract to, what's his name?
Crawford.
Yeah. And Crawford says he only wants 50-50. What would you say about that? And this is specifically this is for Mike, and this is for, what's his name, for you.
What you think? You're going to sandbag me? Remember, Crawford is not Wilder in this situation, so stop trying to be like Mike, man. You should have listened to every show we did.
Yeah, because I already brought that up, man, and I'm right there with you, big dog. I'm right there with you, but they feel a little bit different.
Yeah. Whenever Crawford gets fucking highlight reels like Wilder, whenever he goes viral, whenever he does movies and sitcoms, then we'll think about putting him on Wilder's level. When Wilder fights, the world stops to look. It's not the same for Crawford. But KO, thanks for calling in. We're going out to This is a new caller.
I ain't got no why there ain't anybody over here on Skype. Like the only person we got is that my guy John, that one white boy.
Yeah, nobody called in on Skype yet. Still early for some people, Mike. You know how it is. But we do got Majid on the line. What up?
What up, Majid? You still in motherfucking
Yeah, I'm here for 2 more weeks, man. I make too much money here to leave. But I just wanted to say shout out to y'all, show, the morning show getting me through work. And I forgot what the topic was. I keep getting caught up in y'all little arguments and everything. So everybody just like the video, and that's my call.
All right. Well, thanks for calling in. That is all our callers. Oh, we got John. Talk to me.
Hey, John, there. I'm saying, what up, big dog?
Oh, what's up, guys? Oh shit, it's raining here in Amarillo, so I ain't doing shit today, really. But I would like.
Hey, man, real quick. Have you and Matt and them like set up a date for y'all to get in that work?
Now, you could today. You could today for sure. I'm off today, but they're probably not.
Gotcha.
But shit, what were we talking about? I just hit a fat ass.
Chisora replacement.
Got a lot of
Oh yeah,
background.
hey, Shannon Briggs, man. That fight would be pretty fire. I mean, I heard he just tweeted it out. Somebody in the chat, in the YouTube chat, said Eddie just tweeted that. So, I mean, that could be possible. I like he gets slaughtered like Ness was saying. I mean, he get in there with him and bang it out, but he probably lose. But I mean, Ugas would be the mandatory for who now? I apologize. I was losing y'all there for a second.
Earl Spence.
Oh yeah, I'm telling you, that'd be a good fight too. That'd be a good one too. I think Ugas is better than what a lot of people give him. But anyways, that's my call. Good show this morning. Y'all have a good one.
All right. Well, thanks for calling in. We got Brandon in Cincinnati. Talk to me.
What up, B?
What's going on, fellas? How I'm sounding, man? I'm driving the truck. Y'all can hear the shit in the background?
I mean,
you sound all right.
Right.
I agree with KO, man. I got a feeling David Price is going to be the guy. Either David Price or what's the motherfucker name that beat him? Cash something, Cash Ali.
You cannot put David Price in that ring. You cannot put that David Price in that ring.
And options is slim, man. It's going to probably be David Price or Cash Ali, the motherfucker that beat him that one fight. I wouldn't be surprised if they threw him in there as a late replacement. As far as the Ugas mandatory, what I think is going to happen is the Sean Porter Spence rematch is going to happen. They make Danny versus Ugas as the final eliminator. For that WBC final eliminator to fight the winner of that rematch. And as far as what KO asked about Bud, and Bud asked for 50-50, me as a huge Bud Crawford fan, I would say, well, nigga, get to work and build your profile if you want the 50-50. Like,
I would agree.
It's that simple. It's that simple. You want 50-50, I'm not going to say you're scared, but if you want that half and half, get to work. Now, everyone want to give you 50-50 like Wilder giving Fury 50-50. I mean, I take that shit too, but does he deserve 50-50? I don't even, not really, not at this point. 2 belts, pay-per-view views, can't really argue that. So, but that's my call, man. I'll talk to y'all later.
Damn, my man woke up and seen the light. He had a revelation.
I'm right there with Brandon. I'm right there with Brandon.
Oh, y'all both had a revelation.
Yeah,
the
man.
Boxing gods came to y'all at night, huh?
It's time. No. It's time. It's time to get some work done. It's time to stop. You know what I'm saying? Looking over it at the other way, and like you said, hey, create your own path. Let's go.
Yo, we are having some difficulties on Blog Talk. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, Blog Talk sold their platform to Spreaker. I have no control. I see some callers there. I'm not sure if you pressed 1 or not, but I see regulars like Matt Matt, you got our number. Text us. 317. Is that Black Superman? I don't know. I'm gonna go to Skype
That's
though.
no, yeah, we got Mr. PBC
Yeah,
on.
I'm gonna go to Skype and try and see what's up with Blog Talk.
Mr. PBC, baby. BoxingVoice.com.
I'm the flyest. Canelo talking about he believe he can win. Go to my kitchen, get the sharpest knife, and cut the bullshit up. I don't care what you do good. I do every fucking thing great.
Mr. PBC, baby.
Yo, what's good? Nash, Mike, do me.
Good morning to you, big dog. Thanks for
Hey, I'm kind of pissed. You know, I really did want to see Parker fight Chisora. You know, that big face-off, face-to-face. It's just weird how this is the second time in Eddie Hearn's camp that they go all the way to face-to-face, and then someone just drops out. I mean, I know he got bit by a spider, but shit, show the spider. Bite everything, bro.
We want to see the radioactive spider.
What you mean, show the spider?
Shit, let me see what that motherfucker look like. Let me see if he really real. You know, don't be trying to say you got bit by a spider.
I agree.
But you ain't showing the spider.
Wilder showed his hand. You know what I'm saying? We see the cuts all the time.
Yeah, you can see Manny Pacquiao laid up in the hospital and shit with his shoulder looking like Vegeta. But so. With
I like
Ugas,
Big Baby. Big Baby's been asking Eddie laying on his shoulder. He wants a get back. This is it. Late minute replacement. Perfect.
Boo the shit out of Big Baby.
Yeah, I don't really like Michael Hunter. I watched his fight. I don't like his I just don't like him facing Chisora that quick. You know, Chisora's a big dirty fighter. He's gonna get dirty and he gets clean with it. So Michael Hunter, he takes a lot of shots. When I watched that one fight, he looked like he was getting wobbled a little tiny bit. But Chisora is probably going to get the knockout, and I bet money on that one. And Ugas being the mandatory, fuck it. Shit, I guess so. I mean, Ugas I really do think he beat Sean Porter, so I think that he should get the shot. Sean Porter did not win in my eyes. Like his dad thinks he wins all the time. If that's his dad. You guys were hugging on his nuts yesterday. I don't really respect that.
You mean why everybody gotta throw me into Mike? Mike was like, I told you. All I said is that his son had the best fight of his life, which is something that we all agree with. That was the best version of Sean I've seen since I've seen Sean.
And I don't give a fuck what y'all say. That pivot move
was amazing.
Fucking beautiful.
Man, we were talking about that in the gym. Ask Doomy, bro. All the fighters, the coaches,
we do it all the time.
Everybody was impressed with Sean's movement in that ring. They couldn't believe how he was spinning Earl like that. So,
Ness, hold on. You said Big Baby, and brother,
I mean,
that
look,
is
I'm like
the
you.
best
I'm
name
like
you could
bro.
do.
I'm like you. Second chances. That's
and
all.
you know the British public is gonna buy it and boo the shit out of Big Baby because
they gonna want Chisora.
They hate him.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could come in as the bad guy, man. I mean, everybody loves a bad guy. They're gonna want Chisora to maul him because he's a PED, whatever. And this is Big Baby Miller's chance to come back against a tough dude, clean, all across the board. Everybody knows, and we can actually see if there was a huge difference between PED Big Baby and good old regular all natural Big Baby.
And if either guy wins, it's a good win in the heavyweight division for either guy.
Oh, definitely agree.
DH, man, you better calm down, champ, before you be out of here, man. Damn.
Yo, this is DH all day.
Let the niggas talk, man. DH is my biggest fan, bro. I love DH. He loves me.
Bruh, he need to call in. You can't talk like that if you're not calling in.
Yeah, you got to call in,
DH. You can't talk like that if you're not calling
in. You be gunning this shit out of us.
We on the internet, bro. And we on the internet. We seen the internet raise these kids.
That's exactly.
They raised these kids.
That's exactly why we like people to call in to distinguish themselves from mindless trolls. On home assistance, just home all day on the internet, bothering people because you get a check. No, we gotta know you not. We gotta know you not that type of person. But anyway, look, I think Blog Talk is fucked up, so I'm gonna just go to somebody. I'm gonna go. What?
I know. I just wanted to let you guys know. On behalf of the TBV family, we send out our regards to Robert Garcia and the family. looks like we lost Javier Pelos Garcia.
What?
Um,
How? Some street violence?
We don't know. There's some assumptions and shit talking, but we don't know exactly what it is. I know Christina Pancha from Top Rank confirmed it on Twitter. And
y'all fill me in. Who?
He's a family member and a fighter in the Garcia camp.
Okay.
And he leaves behind children, wife, and our hearts go out to the Garcia family. And man, he was young. He was 30 years old, and it's just a shame.
Definitely. Listen,
I think if we could just have a 10 bell salute whenever you
yeah, I
ready.
ain't got one of those, man. I had one a couple years ago, but I do not have that soundbite, champ. Do not have that soundbite. We need Dollar DiBiase, if you listening, champ, you the producer. We need a 10 bell to show respect because we have lost a few fallen soldiers in boxing, and we have not had that 10 count in a while. But a moment of silence. All right.
Do me real quick. I ain't seen you since Monday, Sunday, Monday, Saturday, something like that. Happy belated birthday, my brother. Hopefully you had a good time, and hopefully it was a good experience for you.
Man, I appreciate you, bro. Yeah, man. I was with my family. I was nothing crazy. I didn't do nothing, go out, drink, or anything like that. I kicked it with my nephew playing video games, man. That's what makes me feel good.
All right, let's go and try. I'm going to go to some of these regulars.
BoxingVoice.com.
You invited him to the ring? Why?
Yo lo invité a que subiera. Como decimos en México, hay que dejar
90 seconds.
¡Viva México!
Like we say in Mexico, we don't fuck around.
BoxingVoice.com.
Matt, you there? Yeah, I think Blog Talk is totally acting. I'm going to try CYP on the boomerang, see if he gets through. You guys could always Skype.
Yo.
Oh, look at that. The lucky man, you got through. Sorry, ignore that drive-by.
60 seconds. Come on, man. You know how I do. The guys work for me. Now, listen, now, I'm more calm. Because if Ugas is a mandatory, he's a mandatory. Fine with me. Now, we all know, if y'all listen to me talk, y'all know my main point before Ness switched it was the call out by Danny did not get him to fight. We've been arguing this for months because that is not the way to do it. Ugas is now mandatory, which means he will get his shot, right? That's my point.
He's
you
supposed
take your
to
way
get
through
his
the sanctioning bodies, you earn. Well, hey, we'll see. Like I said, we're talking about shit that's supposed to happen.
Yeah, so
you
now,
want to talk about what's supposed to happen? Let's talk about what's supposed to.
No, I just want to be clear. So now you're saying you believe Ugas will get the fight because he's the mandatory and he went the mandatory
No. What I'm saying is, if he's the mandatory, right? If this is what you're saying, he's a mandatory. Yeah. He's set up in line to fight within the year. That's what I'm saying. That is a guaranteed way to get yourself into a title shot unless somebody says, I don't want to fight you, drops the belt, or whatever it might be. That's my point to all the boxers who listen to the show, all the fans. Go the route of the sanctioning bodies to get you a shot. All that call out in the ring shit that Ness be talking about, good luck. That was my whole point. I've been preaching that shit for months. Stop that narrative, man. You're trying to discredit Charlo. That's why you keep pushing that shit.
Bruh,
that don't work.
Charlo.
It hasn't worked.
You keep bringing up Charlo
yes,
and
you are.
me in the same. I'm not trying to discredit Charlo at all. Never.
Yes, you are.
Never.
Just get in the ring. Call him out. Get in the ring. You say that shit all the time, my guy. Let that shit go.
I say that to everybody. I say it to Crawford. I say it to Wilder. I've said it to Wilder on plenty of interviews on this show. I'm like, Wilder, I've even said the word please. Please, champ, go over there for that fight. Go
and
over
it don't
there.
work.
It works.
And it don't work.
But
and it don't work.
That is your time, champ.
And Wilder got opportunities without that.
He did.
And Wilder got opportunities without that. Nobody, don't listen to this dude, man. Ness don't know what the fuck.
You mad. So, Mike, let me be clear here, Mike. His original argument was you go the mandatory route, you get the fight, correct? I need you to say it. This is a
you go down the WBC route or sanctioned body route, and you get the fight.
All right. So my thing is I employ fighters to get in the ring and to cause hysteria so you can get the fight. I know that ain't gonna always get it, but when you put that public perception on a fighter, you might get that fight. So for me to be right in this situation, Danny got to get the fight, right?
Yes.
And for him to be right, Urgas got to be next to fight Errol Spence Jr.
Him to be right, Danny has to become the mandatory.
Well, so no, because we could give him credit. If Urgas is next, his whole thing is don't listen to Ness, don't get in the ring, go the mandatory route, you'll get your shot. My thing is, you could do that. I believe in his route. CYP, I believe in your route. I'm just saying, you could push it by getting in the ring. You could speed it up. And if Danny gets the fight, that means he jumped the line. If Urgas don't get the fight, that means, again, someone went the mandatory route and didn't get their shot. Like Dillian, like Charlo, and if Urgas goes down this route and doesn't get the fight, it would be like Urgas.
Yeah, I agree with both of y'all. Like, we seen fighters get in the ring and get the fight. Most recently, the first name to come to mind, Errol Spence told Sean Porter, let's get this shit cracking. And what happened? He got the fight. Now, we have seen people go down the sanctioned body route. Again, Errol Spence waited, went down the sanctioned body route, got his skill broke fight. So both of you guys, you know what I'm saying, are right. It's just the person who was the mandatory. I mean, Urgas is cool.
I'm going to be real. Urgas might accept step aside, bro. Let's be real. He might accept step aside.
You think so?
You muted, Alex.
You muted, Domi.
I definitely don't think that he's gonna accept that shit. He is not accepting that shit.
He want to be a champion.
Yo. Victor Postal had no losses and accepted step aside money from PBC 3 times before he fought Matisse for a vacant title. And then
he don't want to fight. He don't want to fight.
Nah, dog. People just know. Yo, you know who else accepted step aside money 3 times before he fought Kovalev? Eldilid Alvarez. Come on, champion. This is a business. Y'all got to wake up.
I know.
This is why y'all come here. Because we're going to give you some information. Sometimes we're right. Sometimes we're wrong, like Wilder said.
We got a super chat coming from Mr. CYP.
No. For today, I think we should change his name to Mr. I Don't Want to Be Wrong.
That's what y'all got in common, both of you guys.
Yeah. Yo, CYP, give me a free chat. I mean, just type in the chat. When's your birthday? I wonder what's his sign.
I swear, man, y'all guys are like y'all like.
Mandatory.
One thing that I noticed, man, like
when year. I'm sorry. Let me just get that out the way so we don't forget it. Mandatory. His super chat is mandatory has up to a year to fight. January's a voluntary fight. All WBC champions get it. Stop it. That's what Joesph said yesterday. Yo, he is backtracking. I love it though. He's gonna make this very entertaining, this little rivalry, because he's a backtracker like me. Yo, right on air, he changed his stance. Mike, you know you laughing because of that. He's hilarious. All right. Who else we got? That's it. No one else pressed 1. Mike in Michigan, I don't know if you pressed 1. I'm going to try you anyway because you usually do. You want to call in, champ, or you just listening? Mike in Michigan. Going once. Just listening.
Yo, DH, man, if you don't want to be on hold for an hour, bro, you can always go to Patreon / The Boxing Voice. Sign up, become a ringer, and you can cut the line as soon as you call in. You ain't got to wait. You ain't got to wait, big dog. You ain't got to hate. Just call in.
Yo, all you got to do is call in early. You know, get to the front of the line like everybody else. Get in there. Marlon Sims, you just listening, champ?
Yeah, I'm just listening, man. I'm on the road right now.
All right, brother. All right, well, that's it, man. We got to everybody, right? Dom, you want your boomerang?
Yeah. Thank you. Hey, I gotta say this. Hey, hey, Mike, put your ear to the fucking mic so I can blow the shotgun. Why Terrence Crawford ain't said nothing? Thank you. Why Terrence Crawford ain't responded to Sean Porter saying he wants that smoke?
I don't think Sean Porter said that.
He on vacation in Hawaii with his wife, man.
And y'all get mad when people bring up Terrence Crawford because he's not done anything.
No, Errol Spence responded.
Let me finish. This is Errol Spence weekend.
Terrence Crawford ain't said shit. He posted shit on the Instagram about food and shit. The nigga look like he's food. but he didn't say shit about Sean Porter fight. He didn't say shit. He niggas always saying shit, but he didn't say shit about Sean Porter.
All right.
That's my mother. It don't matter where you at, nigga. If you already Instagrammed and said some shit about some food, nigga, say something about Sean Porter.
I'm sure.
That's my call.
I'm sure if Sean Porter wanted,
Nah, man, don't be trying to stick
Terrence
up for him.
Crawford gonna give it to him any way he wanted.
Nah, it's a wrap. He don't want that smoke. Now he can get the smoke. Why don't he respond now? Because now motherfucking got a mandatory.
I nigga dumb. Do you expect fights to happen, motherfucker, in like 1 day, 2 days? Sean Porter gets out. Give it a month. Give it a month. Let him negotiate. Who knows? We heard Kenny Porter say March, sometime in the spring of next year if they can't get the Errol Spence fight. So hold your horses, homie.
T Plums jumping in. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, we got another show scheduled immediately after this right here at youtube.com/The Boxing Voice. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We just got to 108,000, and we're just trying to get to 200, man. Little goals. 200K is what we're looking for. T Plums, talk to me. Good morning.
Good morning, fellas. I just have a question. I want y'all to let me know whether y'all agree or disagree. So I read this article last night. It was saying based on how Earl Spence is willing to accept a rematch with Sean Porter. But the article said before the fight, Earl Spence was deemed the number one welterweight. But after the fight, after unifying and beating Sean Porter, they say he's now number 2, tied with Sean Porter, and Terrence Crawford's number 1. Does that make any sense to y'all? Or do you think this was some ESPN bias type report?
Where did the report come from?
I forgot the site. I was just Googling last night, basically, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, y'all heard me last Thursday. The winner of this fight is the number 1 welterweight in the division. Better win, better competition, unified champion. I agree with you.
What I'm saying is how do you go down for beating Sean Porter? Like, that don't make no sense to me.
Who's putting him down?
Maybe the person who wrote the article thought Sean Porter won.
It was some boxing something. I forgot the guy. I forgot the site.
Come on, champ. If you don't even know the name of the site, like
Boxing News 24. Boxing News 24.
Come on, you should. How long you been listening to this show? We tell you 24 ain't the best source, man. They you know, they got fake writers, man. That's the word on the street, man. Like when you go to the press conferences, you go to the fights, you never see no one there from Boxing 24.
Okay. Well, I appreciate
you can read the article, man. Like the articles be dripping with like fucking favoritism and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I found that funny how they tried to. Now it makes sense how you say they're not credible, or whatever. But it makes sense because it was like, how do you go down for beating Sean Porter to number 2 from number 1? But yeah, that's cool.
All right. Well, thanks for calling in. Y'all terrible, man. We did like 100 shows on Earl and Porter and Danny and Pacquiao, and damn, that's still what they want to talk about. I tried to change things up so they don't get bored. We got Stunner. Talk to me.
Oh, nah, this was legit. Just listening.
Oh, shit. My bad, Majid. All right, so we out of here, man. Oh, damn, somebody just joined. Who's that? Ohio Runs Boxing?
No, that was Marcus got him. Yeah. Oh, well, yeah,
Ohio Runs Boxing. Talk to me, champ. Oh, actually, you know what? Hold on, champ. We got N.O. Talk to me.
What up, Big Dog?
Whoa, what's up? You heard me?
What up?
You know what I'm saying? I missed a couple of shows. I've been getting my shit back together. I just made it back home and all that shit last night. I had me a long weekend in LA, dog. Okay. One thing I learned about, LA, that bitch a fire-ass city, but one thing I learned, bro, maybe somebody in the chat can put me on game for the next time I go out there. I couldn't find no good food, dog. Maybe because I'm from New Orleans and you know, it's like a lot of spots that know how to cook down there. So it's hard to go wrong in New Orleans, you heard me? But dog, like, it's like they get more toward like healthy, more healthy eating, like vegan eating and everything. And that's cool, you did, but Man, shit, bro.
I'm gonna be real with you. I'd have been north, I'd have been east, I'd have been west. The food was just not like the food down south. I'm sorry, the food is just down south is just way better.
Yeah, see, Mike, I mean, I struck out with French toast, dog, pancakes, fucking. I'm talking about, it's just like this the basics. Like, I'm like, all right, yeah, like French toast or pancakes with bananas on that bitch. I can't go wrong. Oh, man, I'm looking at this bitch gluten free. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, what the fuck? You dig? So I don't know, dog. I had to lay back. Next time, I said, next time I'm going, but I'm gonna just go to the places we know, like Rude Chris. You know what I'm saying? And on Fleming's and just shit that we already know about, like safe spots, dog. But like that shit all around the Stable Center, yeah, that was a wild swing and a miss, you hear me? But on this boxing shit, you dig? Shit, bro. I keep telling y'all, like real recognize real, dog. Spence and Wilder, dog. Whatever going on YouTube, whatever the public talking about, you dig? Man, them dudes hear that shit and they gonna respond, you heard me? That's why I respect them niggas, dog. Real talk. Dog, they was about to be Danny Garcia. You saw all that heat talking about man, look, we'll pull that. Fuck that. Let's do it like that, you heard me? Not like the other caller said.
So you don't care about Joesph Parker, huh?
Man, fuck Parker, man. Anderson, man. By the way, come on, Ness, bro. Ness, I know what you were trying to do. You trying to switch it up. That's what you supposed to do, Ness. You supposed to keep shit fresh and all that. But Ness, ain't nobody gave a fuck up. You just took a wild swing and a miss, dog, and I respect that. You heard me? You did, but ain't nobody.
I like this fight. You didn't care about Chisora Parker. You wasn't expecting like a war for real. Like you didn't think that was a good heavyweight fight.
The biggest thing that happened with this fight, man, was him and Regis getting into it, man. Keep it real, dog. Nobody give a fuck about no Parker or Chisora, man. Oh no. Whoever win this fight, I don't give a fuck who they fight next, dog. Fuck them niggas, man. Next, don't do another show about these two niggas, dog. Please.
What? Man, I was gonna do a live fight chat, man. This was a good heavyweight fight.
Nah, that's cool. Now you can do that. You can do that because that's a fight. Ain't nothing else going on. It's a fight. I mean, yeah, I respect that. But all that promotion and all that, we don't need that shit, man. We talking about some future fights or something, man. That's my call, man.
Yo, so I mean, real quick, we got 1 minute, and that's it. This is our final thoughts and answers, right? Alexander Povetkin, Michael Hunter. We got Rob in the UK saying Oscar Rivas, Odawa Wallen, Manuel Char, and Martin Bacoli, all in the mix according to Eddie Hearn. Which one? I know who Doomy want. I'm gonna stick with Hunter. Mike, who you gonna go with?
I would like Oscar Rivas.
Okay, and Doomy, you want?
You know who I want.
Say
back
it.
In the mix.
Say it.
Is the GOAT, Otto.
Yo, catch us on the next one right
here.
Whoa,
one more.
Who?
Ohio runs boxing.
Oh, shit, my bad, champ. Maybe he ain't Ohio's run boxing, he just got the Ohio runs boxing hat. Or maybe you just listening, champ.
Maybe he just listening. All right, follow me.
You gonna hear me?
Yes, sir. We hear you.
Okay, it was on mute. This is my first time. This is Ohio Run Box. I ain't never used Skype, man. It's the first time. So.
Yo, use it from now on, champ. That's the only way to always ensure you get in. And we.
Okay.
And
I got you.
Great.
Okay. No, man. I want to make this quick, man. Listen to there, man. The people that say they don't believe in moral victories about the Earl Spence and Sean Porter. Kiss my ass, bro. Sean gained more fans, and then you got people who shitted on Sean calling in talking about, oh, Crawford ducking Sean now. Them the same people who was shitting on Sean. Now y'all talking about he ducking Crawford ducking Sean Porter. This is what I'm talking about when it comes to moral victories. But speaking on that real quick, Ness, what do you think about this? If Crawford fights Sean Porter, who's the A side in that fight?
I mean, it's gonna be Crawford because he's bound to and contracted to ESPN, so they're gonna send him an offer. They're gonna send Porter an offer. So whoever sends the offer is the A side. Now they can negotiate, but he's sending an offer. It's gonna be on his broadcasters. It's gonna be his promoter that decides the best market to sell tickets. Yeah, it's gonna be, and he's a champion. He being Crawford.
And here's another thing I wanted to say. What do you think about this? Sean Porter coming back to Ohio, Cleveland, selling Josecito Lopez as a tune-up, which really is not a tune-up. It's actually a great fight. But in Cleveland, Ohio.
That's a tough fight for Sean, bro, because, Josecito's a long boxer. The only thing is his punch resistance isn't there. Like, Sean could possibly get a knockout on Lopez. I've seen Lopez knocked out off of punch accumulation. Sometimes good right hands put him straight down. But it's a tough fight for because Josecito's a dog. He's got a damn good left hook.
Right. But that was my call, man.
All right, brother. Well, thanks for calling in. Catch us on the next one right here on youtube.com/The Boxing Voice, where we will be discussing David Benavidez coming off of his big win over Anthony Durrell, and the fact that Eddie Hearn has reached out to Mauricio Suleiman to order David Benavidez, the WBC 168-pound champion, versus Callum Smith, the Ring Magazine and WBA Super 168-pound champion plus diamond belt holder. We'll talk all about that in a few seconds. Catch us. Peace.
Do say.